Folks, I'm heading over the Pali to Nuuanu. You know, it's a place that I normally drive through on my way to anywhere else if I'm going into town. But today I'm gonna go hang out and find out what's cool to do. Where shall we go eat? It's gonna be an adventure. So stick around, this is gonna be cool. I'm Sue Jorgensen. I'm a former magazine editor and a current Kūpuna. I love staying active, local food, and discovering new things. Join me as I search for things that are cool for Kūpuna.
Cool for Kūpuna is brought to you by HMSA, Premier Benefit Consultants, Impact Wealth Solutions, Engel & Volkers Honolulu, and Primary Residential Mortgage Hawaii.
I started my day in Nuuanu at the Foster Botanical Garden. It's a peaceful refuge in the middle of the city and a relaxing place to take a walk or do some gardening. Foster Gardens, back in
It opened to the public in 1930 as a public garden, but its history goes all the way back to Queen Kalama. Portions of this land was Queen Kalama's. And then she leased it to a famous botanist and physician, Dr. William Hillebrand, who actually started Queen's Hospital. He lived here for about 20 years, did so much work, books have been written about him. I could go on a whole story just on him. And then he sold it to Thomas and Mary Foster. We have historic trees dating back to Hillebrand, to Mary Foster's time, but we also have all kinds of theme gardens, butterfly garden, orchid conservatory, economic garden, palm garden, and it's just a fabulous oasis for people to stop, come, breathe. We have about 50-50 resident versus tourist audience here. And I'm so glad that you're here to talk about it today, and we can welcome people back if they haven't been here for a while.
You were closed for a while.
We were closed for a while because we wanted to do some ADA improvements to make universal design, make the garden accessible for everybody so they can enjoy more of the garden, whether you're in a stroller or you have a scooter or you have a wheelchair. We want people to get around better. So we were really proud to be able to do that, and I can show you some of that as well.
And now they can.
And now they can, yeah.
So this is a wonderful place for Kūpuna to come because not only is it ADA accessible now, but you know, a lot of Kūpuna are into growing things and learning about how to grow things better. So you have classes that
we do. We have 3 program calendars a year. We have a spring and a summer and then one that's a fall winter. We're right in the middle of the fall winter right now. And those classes go on at all the gardens. And you can register online. There's everything. We're coming up on the holiday season. So we're gonna have a lot of wreath making classes that are crafty, but we do photography, we do cooking, we do all kinds of crafts, growing plants, everything. Our system, our DPR, City and County Parks and Rec, scores extremely high, just off the charts on how we serve seniors. So that's something we can be really proud of here. And
Team Kūpuna.
That's right, DPR Kūpuna, you got it, absolutely.
So Anna, it was so fun being with Josh and walking around Foster Gardens. I haven't been here in years. Now here in the community garden area, this is something also I wasn't aware of. Tell me a little bit about what you do.
Sure. So first of all, I'd like to share that this is a community garden that's next to a botanical garden. It's still Department of Parks and Recreation, right? We're on Parks land, but it's kind of unique that we've been able to use this space to build a garden. And this program was founded in 1975, and this is one of the earlier gardens that was established. So we've had people gardening here for decades.
In this particular garden, what grows well?
Well, that's something you want to ask a community gardener more than me. I'm like a project manager behind the scenes kind of person, but you can tell, like, people love their dragon fruit, they love their bitter melon. You see cassava. I see a lot of ulu. Sorry, not ulu, uwala.
Uwala is what is uwala?
Uwala is sweet potato.
Oh, okay.
Hawaiian sweet potato.
Yeah.
Eggplant. So it's the microclimates of Oahu really dictate what grows well in which garden, and each garden is different. Hawaii Kai, it's super dry.
Yeah.
So people have more succulents out there. Yeah, but I'm actually conducting a survey right now to community garden members, and I was able to kind of look at the preliminary results, and we found that people love growing vegetables, fruits, flowers, herbs, succulents, everything. You'll find anything in here.
And I guess it supplements their diet, not their diet, but I mean, it helps with their budget, right? In terms of growing your own food.
Yeah, so I am learning so far from the results that offsetting their grocery bill does help by having a community garden plot. Interestingly though, I think the biggest benefit that people are taking away from this is actually the social cohesion piece. The fact that they're getting to know their neighbors. They are seeing people every day. The average age, or so far what we can say, the common age, especially for foster, is between 45 years old and older. So we know that there's a lot of older people using these gardens, which isn't a surprise. There's a lot to be gained from having that social element in a space, to be moving your body, to be in the soil. Yeah, so it's a lot of benefits, especially in terms of social cohesion. And I'd also like to add, what I love about community gardens is that people are learning from each other. They're learning how to grow. They're learning where they can get the best seeds, where they can access soil amendments, and what might be allowed here.
Well, it's a wonderful opportunity if they can find one that they can, you know, get a plot at. And if they can't, and you're looking to open more, I'm sure you're going to get a lot of calls.
Yes, please call me. I'd love to know where you think there should be a garden next. We're exploring that right now, and we're really thinking about how to prioritize equitably.
Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you.
A special mahalo to our community partner, Crime Stoppers Honolulu.
40 years ago, Crime Stoppers Honolulu was formed to make our community safer. With thousands of arrests, closure of cases, and millions of illegal drugs off our streets, Crime Stoppers Honolulu continues to reduce crime in our neighborhoods. And with student and animal Crime Stoppers, the safety of our residents and community continues to grow. With our great volunteers and community support, Crime Stoppers Honolulu looks forward to another 40 years. See something, say something, and stay anonymous. Together, we'll keep Honolulu safe. Mahalo.
HMSA Medicare Advantage can help you live your best life. With plans starting at $0 statewide, get quality care from doctors you choose, wherever and whenever you need it. With dental care, prescription drugs, and vision benefits, we're always here to support your health and well-being. Whether you're starting a new chapter in life or just living your best life, HMSA is here with you. For the good times, for the tough times, for lifetimes.
Are you ready to find your dream home? Angle Invokers Honolulu will take you there. Whether your dreams are just around the corner, in another state, or around the globe, we're here to help you find your perfect home. In downtown Honolulu, the Stadium Mall, or our new luxury division in Kahala, Angle Invokers Honolulu can turn your dreams into reality. Follow your dream home. Angle Invokers Honolulu.
Next, I visited Nuuanu, Okazuya. There's something nostalgic and old school about an Okazuya, don't you agree? There aren't many of them left on Oahu, and this one is really popular. I was interested to learn about its history and get some tips on making one of their popular items. Chef Jonathan, gobo in its rare form.
Yes.
Raw rare form.
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, so that's where we start with
Well, we start
Kobomaki.
with kobomaki. That's where we're going to start with this, okay?
Okay.
So what we've already done, I've already prepped it out, okay? So this is the gobo sticks.
You've already boiled these,
We've
yeah?
already cut them, split them, boiled them.
In
Refrigerated and flavored, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this isn't flavored.
Oh, no.
This doesn't get flavored until
you
we put the whole
oh.
thing together.
Got it.
Okay. So I'm going to teach you how to make kobomaki.
Okay.
So these are all the ingredients you use for kobomaki. You have your gobo sticks, you have your kombu, your seaweed,
Right.
okay? You have your pork. Funny thing is, everything that you see that we're doing comes in raw. So we get the pork shoulder, we boil it, we slice it. That goes towards shoyu pork as well as kobomaki. We make these little sticks. Everybody's supposed to be cut to match. and everything's cut to
That's
match.
the thing about Japanese food, precision.
Yeah.
Do I get to try?
Yeah. You want to put some gloves on?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, I'm here
If
to
you
learn.
think it's slippery
not just to eat.
without gloves, wait till you put gloves on.
Okay.
So what we're going to do, first we're going to take a piece of gobo. We're going to lay it down, okay? Then we're going to match up the meat to it, right? And then you're just going to fold it over and roll it 2.5 times. 1,
Precision, that's
2,
what I mean.
okay? Then we're going to take our knife. That's your kobomaki untied,
Untied.
okay? To tie it, you hold it, put it here, and you go around twice. 1, 2. And people think tying is difficult. It's simply left over right.
You know why? I think I used to use wet, soaked compio because it's
Then you're
slippery.
asking for it.
Yeah, but I didn't know you could do it dry
Yeah.
and then cook it.
Well, you're going to cook it, so it's going to get wet.
That totally makes sense.
Okay, and then after you got your knot, cut it. There's your kobomaki. Then you start all over again with the next one. Ta-da, you did it.
Kombumaki, voila. Nice. Thank you for teaching me.
Oh, thanks for learning.
It is an art. A lot of prep though.
Now you think about doing this, we cook at least 40 to 60 every day, okay? But we'll also have to prep it for the next day and refrigerate it.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't be doing this every morning. So we make bags and we freeze it.
That's
okay?
right, like this, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's so smart.
But that's what it takes to make
It's one of my
kobomaki.
favorites, so thank you for teaching me.
Oh, thank you.
Now I want to know the broth that it goes in. I know that's a secret,
I'm gonna
right?
have to shoot you there. It's really simple. The only thing is everything that we cook here at Nuuanu Okazuya, we repurpose it. We don't repurpose it. We use it in every dish.
You mean a lot of the ingredients are in different, like nishime and kombumaki.
Like for instance, for my wonton mins and my saimin, we have to make our own dashi.
Yeah.
That dashi is used in all my dishes.
Oh.
Okay? Everything is related to everything. Like my shoyu chicken, we use that sauce in my chow fun and my noodles and some of the shoyu pork. Everything is used for everything.
So efficient.
And all the flavors blend.
So efficient. Yeah, you're right. And so oishi.
Yeah.
If you would like to watch this episode again, please visit coolforkūpuna.com. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for sneak peeks and behind-the-scenes footage and photos.
We are all so blessed to call Hawaii our home. We enjoy beautiful scenery, amazing food, and the spirit of aloha. At Premier Benefit Consultants, we are grateful to have become Hawaii's trusted Medicare insurance resource over the past 15 years. And we are looking forward to providing you with many more years of professional, reliable, and friendly service, all with aloha.
Everything great starts with a dream. Whether you're a member of Hawaiian Electric Employees, Hawaiian Financial, or Kauai Federal Credit Unions, or a business owner, are you ready to build a life you'll love? As life changes, dreams change. At Impact Wealth Solutions, your life is our commitment. That's the Impact way.
Dream. Plan.
Live! Your retirement should be enjoyable. But with everything costing so much, it can be stressful, especially here in Hawaii. With a reverse mortgage, you have more money to spend every month because your mortgage payment is optional. Remove the worry and go back to doing what you love with the ones you love.
Call 808-422-8000 and let Primary Residential Mortgage show you how a reverse mortgage can enhance your retirement.
I really had to go through the headaches of being a landlord because, there were alterations made to the property without my knowledge or consent. I didn't know anything about DST until Kay explained to me what it involves and the benefits I get from it. The income I get exceeds the rental that I used to get. I think it was about 40% more.
Let our team of 1031 exchange specialists help you. Angle Invokers, Honolulu.
Okay, so the food's coming?
Yes, the food is coming.
That's not why I came. I came to learn. I came to learn about your story, about Nuuanu Okazuya. Okazuya.
Okazuya.
Yeah. So, Mark, this began with you in 2007.
Correct.
Right. So, a lot of this food comes from family recipes.
Correct.
Such as
The kabocha with shrimp is actually from a Big Island recipe from my mother or grandmother. A lot of other, especially like the salad. The salad, it has Japanese cucumber and celery along with the carrot.
Japanese cucumber.
Yes, it's very unique. You probably won't find it in most of the other
It's hard
fast food places.
Yeah, because that would shorten the shelf life when that cucumber gets all soggy.
Correct.
But that is unique.
But that's the way I was raised. We try to bring back dishes that I was raised on, that I enjoyed, and that's one of them. Salads has to have the Japanese cucumber.
Yeah. So Okazuya has a real nostalgic feeling for most of us because there's not that many of them here.
Yes.
And growing up, that was like a treat because you'd walk in and maybe they had soy chicken left or maybe they had kon sushi left or whatever. But you do a good job of stocking this place, chef. You're always keeping everything going. So what prompted you to buy an Okazuya?
Like you said, it's a dying business already.
There's only how many in the island?
Maybe 5 I know of. When I first moved here, there was like 30. From North Shore. They were everywhere.
Yeah, sadly, there's not that many. But you guys have some amazing dishes under that counter.
Yeah, we do.
Or in that counter. Can we start?
Sure.
Would you like some chopsticks, Mark?
Oh, no, thank you.
You eat this all the time, but you can never have too much okazu.
I've been cooking since I was tall enough to see the top of a stove. And I learned how to read. I learned how to read recipes and how to handle knives. And
why's that?
From my mom.
Your mama was like, you got to cook. You're going to be in this house.
She wasn't like that.
Oh.
But we had to take care of the next one down. I'm the middle of 5.
Okay.
So everybody in my family cooks. But since I was at home, the story I like to tell is, where were you when JFK, if you're old enough, where were you when JFK got shot? I was making angel food cake with my mom. We were in the kitchen.
Specialties.
Well, yes, his beef stew, oxtail stews are really good.
Oh my gosh, this is a very unique Okazuya. Yeah. I'm going to go down to Nuuanu Okazuya and get some collards and
you can actually do that. Huh?
And pig's feet.
We actually have people calling and requesting certain dishes, southern dishes.
I have missed out, so I'm so glad to find you guys. This katsu's amazing.
Thank you.
I think though, a lot of us growing up, with Ajinomoto and how we have issues with that, and it's I don't know if it's carcinogenic or whatever, but do you use much of that in your cooking?
No.
Good to hear.
No, I took it all out of all the recipes.
Because
back when I started, there were a lot of food sensitivities. It was on the newspaper, on the news all the time, so I just changed all the recipes.
Wow, that makes a big difference. And so you were saying, though, you grew up at some time in Okinawa?
Yes.
So these flavors are also familiar to you?
They're familiar, but I'd forgotten them.
Yeah.
But when I started here, my mama-san's taught me the type of flavors again. And once you learn it, you make it your own, and that's exactly what I did.
You guys have totally done that. Carl, so when it comes to cell phones, can you give me some safety advice?
I sure can. If you do have a cell phone, please use the proper cord that either came with it or the cord that's approved by the company.
What's the danger if you don't use one of their approved cords?
These Apple cords actually have a microchip in here.
Okay.
And that microchip will make sure that you're safe from overheating or overcharging. And that's where things can actually go wrong.
The overheating.
Yeah. Another thing I don't want you to do when you go home today, please do not charge your phone on the couch, your bed, carpeting, because they can heat up or even spark and start a fire.
Really?
We want it on a hard, flat surface and with very good ventilation.
Oh, okay. Huh. What about those pads that you just charge them like that?
Those pads are fine as long as you have good ventilation around it. A lot of people may have it in a hot place or don't charge it in the sun, the sun coming through the window. Keep it in a shaded area where wind is blowing by.
Great safety advice. I had no idea. So to get more information about this, where can we go?
You can go to fire.honolulu.gov and we have lots of information there. You can also go to nfpa.org, National Fire Protection Agency, and you can get a lot more information there.
Okay, so maybe it's best if I go back to my old rotary phone.
Yes.
Sue's Wardrobe is sponsored by Simply Sisters.
Learning about Medicare can make you dizzy. Which parts do I need? A, B, or C?
How much does it cost? Are they like 2 in a row?
Will it cover all of my medical expenses? How will I sign up for it?
Hey, no stress. Talk to the experts. They make it simple and stop your head from spinning.
We have a pretty unique family. We're very extra. Our oldest is Elijah. They told us he was never gonna live. He's come so far and he has now overcome everything that they said that he was never going to do.
He's my hero, just watching him do all those things and still be the happy kid that he is.
HMSA really has been there for our family. Whenever, wherever, they've been there for us and allowed us to live our best lives.
Everything great starts with a dream. Whether you're a member of Hawaiian Electric Employees, Hawaiian Financial, or Kauai Federal Credit Unions, or a business owner, are you ready to build a life you'll love? As life changes, dreams change. At Impact Wealth Solutions, your life is our commitment. That's the Impact way.
Dream. Plan. Live!
Your retirement should be enjoyable. But with everything costing so much, it can be stressful, especially here in Hawaii. A reverse mortgage is a loan designed for older homeowners that eliminates your monthly mortgage payment, helping you pay bills, remodel your home, or whatever you want. Remove the worry and go back to doing what you love with the ones you love.
Call 808-422-8000 and let Primary Residential Mortgage show you how a reverse mortgage can enhance your retirement.
Mike, I know why Premier Benefit Consultants is special, but in your opinion, why is it special for Kūpuna?
There's a lot of reasons why we believe we're special. One is our focus on customer service. But everyone says that, right? Everyone says you have great service. So I think if you want to know a tangible reason why we're different, is we are the only insurance agency in the state that represents every Medicare Advantage plan. And it's not even close in terms of who else represents many. So we represent them all, and we think that's super unique.
So when you say all, like who are you talking about? Or which plans?
Yeah, so there's a lot of mainland plans, so some of the large national carriers that specialize in Medicare Advantage are here, but two of the biggest names, and we're the only ones that represent them, are HMSA and Kaiser.
Oh, that's a big benefit for a senior, because HMSA has been around for 85 years, and Kaiser is Kaiser, right?
Yes.
So you represent those two, or Premier Benefit Consultants does?
We are the only insurance agency to represent our Medicare Advantage plans, and obviously we're super proud of that.
Wow. So whether we choose, as a senior, whether we choose this plan or that plan, you can draw the comparison for us and help us decide which is the best.
Yes, yes. And so the reason why we, and obviously everyone would want to represent every option, right? If I had an ice cream store, I wouldn't have 31 flavors. I'd have 3,000 flavors. I would have every flavor, right? So you want ice cream, you got to come to me because I have every flavor that you could want. And it's the same thing with Medicare Advantage or any product, right? If you're going to go and buy a car,
right,
do you want to go to 5 dealerships and test drive, and take a month, or would you rather go to one dealership and have a salesperson that's going to explain to you the benefits of everything, be unbiased? And so that's really what we focused on developing over the years. And we've been blessed to finally add what I like to refer to as that last infinity stone, that made us very powerful in the industry in terms, and powerful meaning in terms of the type of advice we can give and how we can consult people. Because now we represent everything. We're truly unbiased. And we're the one-stop shop. So instead of attending various seminars or calling in or trying to get mailers or talking to many different salespeople who are going to try and sell you what they represent, when you contact Premier Benefit Consultants, whether it's calling in or going to our website and emailing us and contacting us, we're going to ask you questions. Like what's important to you? Well, what kind of medication do you take? Do you travel often? Do you need a lot of dental, or do you need this type of care? And we will run that through our computer, our brain, because we represent every plan. And then we'll say, Auntie, based on everything you just said, this is what we're going to recommend, right? And again, we are pulling from every plan, every Medicare Advantage plan.
As seniors, we always feel vulnerable to being scanned upon. We're always being warned by our kids. And so just coming to someone as reputable as Premier Benefit Consultants, and then having that whole option of whichever plan we want without any bias, that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So yeah, go do your research online, check us out online, Yelp, Google, whatever. We're transparent, and hopefully people give us a call.
Yeah, seniors, we just pick up the phone.
Cool for Kūpuna was brought to you by HMSA, Premier Benefit Consultants, Impact Wealth Solutions, Engel & Volkers Honolulu, and Primary Residential Mortgage Hawaii.
Folks, what a fun day in Nuuanu that was. Starting off with getting my steps in at Foster Garden, such a beautiful sanctuary in the middle of urban Honolulu. It's here for your liking, and as long as you want to stay, it's worth a whole day to be here. But when you get hungry, right across the street, Nuuanu Okazuya, right? Food that you haven't had in years, take a walk in there and try something new. I mean, the whole thing about Kūpuna, right? We get used to certain things, but it's always good to try something new. And so for every day you find something that you can learn or something that you can try that you haven't done before, right? All right, until next week, guys. Malama pono, ahui ho.
Rebuild the fish ponds, plant up the lo'i. We are bringing back the